welcome to the Fantasy Gaming Studio, a place where you can watch Warhammer battle reports, engage in list building, and be a part in choosing matchups between the armies and factions in the studio. This is a showcase video for one of our many Warhammer Fantasy armies. All of the armies have been put together having Warhammer 8th edition in mind, and with the purpose of being able to be played in a range of 2400 to just under 3000 point battles. Within this range, we are trying to make the most combinations possible for the viewer in list building and creativity, and as such we have acquired quite the collection over time. Every studio army will have a showcase video that can be used as a reference in list building and also as an inventory list for the studio itself. In the description of each video, you will find a complete list of all the models in the army, which we will update every time more models is acquired. We thank you for watching, and we hope you enjoy the content presented and get your inspiration for today.
Blood for the blood god! Skulls for the skull! Blood for the blood god! Skulls for the skull!
Greetings and welcome to our Studio Army video showcase. Sorry for the rough intro, but I'm sure we can all agree that it was something that had to be done. I'm pretty sure there was no way Mozart or Vivaldi would have worked as music for this introduction. Anyways, today we are taking a look at our bloodthirsty and battle-ready Khorne army. To start off with, we got some Chaos Furies here. They're quite handy to have in a demon army, because you need those redirectors and war machine hunters, so these guys can do the job. And they are a bit stronger than normal Furies are, because they are strength 4, but with the Khorne ability for demons they gain +1 strength when they charge. These guys are really important to have in your army. Next one, we've got a huge model, the Soul Grinder. This is a really awesome model, but kind of a 40k model too. A little bit high tech for fantasy setting, but I like it still. And it's got a magnetic option here for an upgrade that you can buy. It's called the Demon Bone Claw. You see, it's magnetized like that, and that's pretty powerful. It means that you can make one attack with strength 10 that inflicts d6 wounds on your enemy. And together with the special rule it's got with its other claw, that's really powerful, because if an enemy fails an initiative test in hand to hand, then you can decide, then he gets grabbed by the claw, and then you can decide to use your Demon Bone Claw or not. And if you decide to use it, you automatically hit with strength 10 d6 wounds, so it can be quite good. And then we've got the skull cannons.
and these ones are also in the rare section, just like the Soul Grinder is. So they are actually competing point-wise when you make your army, and you would never leave home without 2 skull cannons if you were playing competitive. So there's only one Soul Grinder in the army, because otherwise there wouldn't be enough points to buy 2 in a normal 2400 point army. But perhaps in bigger battles you could fill 2 of those. Then we've got our BSB, and I made some banners in Photoshop. These are quite cool. And then we've got a special character here. That's Skulltaker. He is really good, but you would almost never take him. You would almost never wield him on foot because he's too weak. But if you put him on a blood crusher, then he becomes something else. Then he's gonna get 3 wounds instead of 2, and his armor save is going to be increased from 3+ to a 1-up. So put him on a blood crusher and you'll be fine, and the enemy will never dare to attack you because he's got that heroic killing blow in challenges. Then we've got an old metal classic Bloodthirster. Quite nice. Not much to say about that, other than of course the newer ones look better, but I am a purist, so I really like these old metal models too. Then we've got a classic Demon Prince, just a standard one, and onto the biggest special character we've got, Skarbrand. And in the fantasy setting there was never released any model for this guy, but in the Age of Sigmar setting there was. So I just rebased an Age of Sigmar model onto the correct fantasy base size. Yeah. And then we've got Hellboy, and he is used in this army as a Demon Prince without the fly rule. You might say, without the fly rule, is that good at all? And actually it is, because he's got a movement of 8 normally, so when he marches he can march 16, and with fly he would do a max of 20. So he's pretty mobile in a way. And you could also use him in a Warriors of Chaos army. Whenever you rolled on the Gods table, the Chaos table, you could risk getting one of your heroes transformed into a Demon Prince, and then this one without wings would be the best option. Onto the Blood Crushers. We've got 3 units of 4 each with full command, and I remember at first I thought they weren't very good because they only had 4-up armor save, but together with a demonic save of 5+, they actually become quite good. And on top of that, the demon rule, Khorne demon special rule, is that you get +1 for charging, which means that these mounts have strength 6 instead of the normal Warriors of Chaos mounts with strength 5. So they can actually hurt tougher targets than usually. So they are quite good. And then we've got a blood throne. There's not much to say about this one. It gives an aura when you have a locus on a herald. So you don't have to put heralds in all your units. You can just have one with, let's say, frenzy or hatred or magic resist, and then every unit within reach of his aura would get that. So it can be quite good. You can save a lot of points by doing that, but he also becomes very vulnerable to war machines and magic that can target out single targets. And we've got our Bloodletter or Khorne Herald BSB. Not much to say here either, but pretty cool model. And then I've got 3 Khorne Heralds of Khorne. Your Bloodletter units. And then on to our Bloodhound or Flesh Hound of Khorne, a special character called Karanak. He's got the frenzy locus, so his entire unit gets frenzy, and also he can nominate one enemy character before the game starts, which he will reroll to hit and wound against. And on top of that, he is strength 6 when charging, and all the other Khorne Flesh Hounds are strength 5. But with frenzy, that's a lot of attacks coming in, so they can be quite good. And also they've got the scouts, though the ambushers special rule, I think. And yeah, then we've got our big units of core troops, the Bloodletters. 100 Bloodletters here, and you need a lot of those because it is your core troops, and you haven't got much to pick from when you're playing a mono god like Khorne. But they are quite handy. 5 up ward, 6 up scaly skin, core unit with strength 4 and strength 5 when charging and killing blow. And whenever they are buffed with a locus, they can get those frenzy or hatred. So it's a pretty powerful core unit you've got there. Well, I think this concludes the studio video showcase of our Demons of Khorne army. We hope you've been entertained and gotten some inspiration along the way. For still pictures of the army, keep watching. Until next time.
Blood for the Blood God! Skull!